Okay, how I always do. Welcome all my hoodlums, hooligans, knuckleheads, players and pimps, slayers and sinners, hoes and freaks, nerds and geeks, strippers and tippers, thugs and gorillas, soldiers and kings, goddesses and queens, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, niggas and bitches, and you sophisticated motherfuckers alike. Welcome to Hip Hop's biggest fan.
Right.
And today, I'm with a spitter by the name of Young Bell.
Yes, sir.
He has a hit record. He has a hit record called Nuclear.
Yes, sir.
That shit is a fucking hit record.
Appreciate that, brother.
Now, but I know it was dropped in the middle of this pandemic.
Yes.
Which, to me, held it back from its full potential.
Oh. Okay.
In my opinion.
Yeah. That's fine.
Because clubs in certain cities, especially the areas where you from, are not as open as they are in the South.
Yeah, right.
Now, the South got their own situation.
Right.
And I ain't trying to be fucked up or funny, but they be showing up top, as I like to call up top.
Yeah.
New York, New Jersey, Philly, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
The North from the South. They don't be showing them as much love unless it's just undeniable in the effect of that it is paid for by the powers that be.
Right. Yeah.
Now, all right. Young Bell, how you doing today, good bro?
I'm good, brother. How about yourself?
Man, I ain't complaining, man. I ain't complaining.
Word.
I'm very grateful. I appreciate this conversation we about to have.
Definitely.
I listened to your project, Truly Yours. You sent the joint to me months ago. I want to say it was released back in November, I believe.
January
5th. So it was this year.
Yeah, January 5th.
All right, forgive me.
It's okay.
All right. I'm saying I guess I remember.
That just lets you know how long we've been politicking.
All right, yeah, that part. Like, yeah. We probably was politicking back in November or something. All right, cool. But saying all that to say, as I like to ask people, at any of this, when at what age did you first hear any song, record, lyric of hip hop that you was like, yo, I love this. What is going on? I want to be a part of this.
If you want me to be like 100% honest with you,
fucking right.
Age 6, man. Jay-Z video, Do It Again.
Okay.
That was the one that got me. I said, yep. I don't know who this dude is. he got the jury.
Okay, so forgive me. I'm about to be 40. I'm about to be 40. I ain't 40 yet. But for you to say that, I'm like, okay, so that was like Jay-Z's like third or fourth album.
Yeah. That was like album number 4.
Okay, yeah.
Volume 3.
Okay. Do It Again. Wow, that had a Mill and Beanie Siegel on it.
Yep.
It was a 12 a.m. Yeah, we pull up the club.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So that was the first one that pulled, and it was a Jay-Z song.
Yep.
I mean, what Jay-Z has done in the past 2 weeks.
Right.
He has pulled in $500 million in the past 2 weeks off his long-term investments.
Man, he's proven that as long as you stand the test of time, you can prevail. He's shown us that. He's really shown us the blueprint. The real blueprint.
Exactly. You took the words out of my mouth.
The real blueprint. Yeah.
You took 100%. The words out of my mouth, bro.
100%.
Yeah.
Now, like, my favorite rapper is him and 50. They share the number 1 spot. Because Get Rich or Die Trying was the first album that I bought.
I get that from your age.
Yeah.
I get that, and I respect that from when I talk to people that are younger than me. You know, I had to think about, nigga, I'm this old. I'm Rakim old.
Right, paid in full.
I'm not quite his old, but this was my youth. So I had the respect of when, y'all of age and to run across certain music,
Yes,
and it's
sir.
impressionable on you and your adolescence, and it's like the soundtrack to your life.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So,
Definitely.
oh yeah, that Get Rich or Die Trying is nothing but a cold classic.
50,
From as
50,
soon as they drop
50
them ding 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 at the
yeah.
beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and it's crazy.
Definitely. Nah, 50 Cent was the first rapper to really, like, Jay-Z was the first rapper to make me want to really do this. But 50 was the rapper to make me say, oh, yeah, I'm doing this.
Okay,
Just like to see his story and to
right?
like, to number one, to me, he's always been great with like song structure. You feel me? So
Oh yeah.
like being able to create,
Oh
great hooks. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know, I just always fell in love with that style of music. You know what I mean? That really, hit
Yeah,
hit me. You know what I'm saying?
man. I mean, when you want to talk about 50,
Them GUnit mixtapes, like I listen.
woo,
I remember begging my stepfather, we got to get this. We got to get this.
okay.
And my mother, my mother didn't want me listening to him
Oh
because,
yeah, as a
snaps in
parent,
the
you like,
video. You know what I mean?
this some street shit. I don't want my hold on. I don't want my child influenced by this because they
Yeah,
already
yeah,
know. They grew up
yeah.
in that. Now, me as a parent, I ain't gonna front. Me as a parent, I was like, fuck it,
Mhm.
y'all gonna hit it because y'all gonna listen to it anyway. I know I did. Whether you're around, whether you find it yourself or you're around
Yeah.
other people.
Right, right.
So
Somebody going right, exactly.
yeah, and as long as I'm concerned, as long as we raising you correctly in this household,
That's all that matters. Yeah.
from your mouth to God's ears.
Now my mother wasn't like that. She was very strict. She was like, "Look, you not
And that's,
listening."
and that's a wonderful thing, though.
I snuck that. I snuck that CD. I said, "Nah, we gotta buy it."
Man,
We
strict.
bought it.
Your parents being strict on you is a protection, and that is also a blessing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's a real blessing for your
yeah.
parents to be strict on any of us because this world don't give a fuck about none of us.
No,
You know, like so them being hard on you pales in comparison to what how the world will treat us.
word.
You know
That's
what I
real.
mean?
That's real.
And yeah,
That's
you
real.
might think I'm being hard on you, but I'm still love the fuck. I'm gonna give you food, clothing, and shelter, and more. You
That's
know,
yeah. That's real. Nah, like, cause my mother made sure she was like, you know, I'm gonna be hard on you, but that's only because if I'm not hard on you, then
yeah,
the world gonna be even more hard on you, and you ain't
yeah,
gonna know how
and
to
you gonna be
react to it.
blindsided. You gonna
Yeah,
be blindsided by
yeah,
the world. Like I thought everybody would be cool.
exactly.
No, these motherfuckers are snakes, shiesty,
You
off
feel me?
all the negative things. That's how the world is to you. They don't give a fuck.
That's a fact.
You
That's
know. So all right, cool. You fell in love. You heard the Jay-Z shit.
yep.
Now, at what point did you decide that you was gonna start rapping or writing rhymes or poetry? How did this become a thing?
A multitude of things. Number one, I always love music.
Right?
It's a very undescribable feeling. Like you can never really describe like the true love for it. And as far as like what made me love it, I like one of the multitude of things. Obviously, is because I have a speech impediment. You know what I'm saying?
You
And
do?
yeah,
What's that?
and I grew up.
If you don't mind sharing.
Oh, so like I was born with a stuttering problem.
Okay.
So like I grew up as a shy, young boy. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't want to speak in front of people. I wouldn't want to, rap in front of them either. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. But like music helped me get that out of me. You know what I'm saying? It helped me bring that shyness out. It helped me display my thoughts out versus just like regularly speaking, like how we speaking right now.
Right?
You know what I mean? So that was one of the things.
I've
Um,
heard this kind of story before. I don't mean to cut you off.
really?
I've heard this story from somebody else I interviewed. And it was
Okay.
like with them rapping, it made them more fluid. It made them their tongue more fluid.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're speaking from a rhythmic, like, you know, vocal tone.
right?
So it's less hard to get your words out because you're not necessarily thinking what you're saying.
Yep.
You already know what you're saying, so it's just flowing out, literally. Yeah, but that's one. Another one is just dope music, and me knowing that, dang, like I love this. I want to be like, you know, I want to be down with this. Like I want to
At
rap.
what age? At what
um,
age?
13. 13. You could really say before that, but I say 13 just because like that was when I started writing raps.
Do you remember one of your first rhymes you ever wrote or recorded
Oof.
that you are willing to share with us?
My first song I ever did was a song called "I Just Want to Be with You." It was over the Ti beat. Why You Wanna?
Oh, now do you know the TIB Why You Wanna? Do you know what that's another song from like 15 years before?
Did like 2006 or something like that.
Yeah, but I'm saying that beat is
Oh, that
like a
beat.
80s dance beat, like
Oh
a
yeah,
late
yeah.
80s.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
tight.
yeah.
That's tight.
Yeah. So do you remember them rhymes though?
Oh man.
Are you willing to share? I understand it might be embarrassing.
No, 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 no. I just gotta think back. It's been a long time. It's been a long
Okay,
time.
well you can think back because I'm gonna be honest. My first freestyle was my homeboy beatboxing on like a cassette tape that was about big as this book,
Okay.
and I pressed the record. We pressed the record. He beatboxed and I rapped, and I just freestyled, and I was rapping about shit I ain't had no business rapping about. I'm
Right.
18 years old. I'm rapping about fat ass bras with fat asses.
Right.
But like you would have to give me $1 million for me to actually spit that to you because it's
Oh
so
man.
terrible.
Oh man. Uh, I really can't think of the rap right now, but like I remember bits and pieces, but I don't want to rap the bits and pieces. I want to be able to rap like one of the full verses, but I can't remember it
Fair enough,
off the
good
cap.
bro. Fair enough. Like I told you, I can remember mine. I still can remember this shit, but I'm not gonna do it.
I
So
feel like once the songs come on, then you could like, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, okay, cool, boom. Then I, you know, recite it better. But
right, right.
if
But
you know,
I respect it regardless.
it's all good. It's all
I sincerely do because I know I can remember mine. It was called Big Black Butts
good.
or All My Girls, nigga. I
Okay.
was on some Two Live Crew shit, nigga. I ain't
Okay.
in front. Two Live Crew turned me the fuck out, nigga. I was in love with women with fat asses.
Big booty hoes.
For real, I'm just saying. But so okay. After that,
Mm-hmm.
when did you start to record?
13.
You started to record at that age?
Yeah, 13, 14. But I mean, we wasn't really putting the songs out. Like they would come
Right.
out. I put them on. Like, okay, I'm gonna ease myself a little bit here, but
Little CDs and shit. Little CDs,
they
you
were
would put them on CDs or
little,
something?
little CDs in
Right.
MySpace. Because remember, this is like the last leg of like MySpace
Okay. I, and I remember my homeboys telling me about MySpace. They were like, "Yo, you can put your music on
era.
there," and
Yeah,
I just was not an internet dude.
yeah.
Like
I remember.
it took everything in me to even do this. Like, but I know you're a younger generation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, this is I ain't gonna say this is y'all thing, but this is what y'all grew up with in y'all adolescence. I
Yeah.
was grown by the time MySpace came out. I was grown. I was 20 something. I'm like, nigga, no. I will rather pass my shit out to people, but okay, fair enough. So
That was
you will
still the
put the
style
joints
back
on the
then.
MySpace, huh?
That was still the style back then. You still, you still was outside, per se.
Oh,
Like
I was outside
passive,
like a
passive.
motherfucker. I was too outside. Um, okay, now, so you're growing, you're developing, you're making these songs.
Yeah.
Where do you hail from so that people can know? I have an idea, but I
Okay.
want to know for them.
So my 3 mixtapes prior to the stuff you see on streaming platforms, my project Brunswick Star, Tunnel Vision, and All Work No Sleep are available on Dat Piff. And my
Y'all got that?
and my EP Sincerely Yours and Truly Yours are both available on all streaming platforms. So that's Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Tidal, anything you use that's streaming, it's on there.
Because that's what everybody doing now.
Exactly.
Now, the Sincerely Yours came out in 2019.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The Truly Yours came out beginning
January
of this
1st.
year.
Yeah. Originally was supposed to be December, but pushed it back a week. That's cool.
What? Hey, man, why not put it in the new year?
You feel
With
me?
all that was going on last year, man, we gotta put this shit in the 2021 because 2020 was a story for the history books.
Telling you, nobody was expecting it.
I kind of was.
I wasn't even thinking of it.
I kind of was.
Word.
In a way, I kind of was. Just because looking at the history of all this, man, fuck all that. I'm gonna get deep into that, but I'm gonna focus on you, bro.
It's all good.
Because I like to get on my own little bullshit every now and then. And
yes,
that's
sir.
not important to the conversation.
Yes, sir.
Now, the Truly Yours album, which has a hit. I said it from the beginning. I'm going to say it again. The Nuclear is a fucking hit, yo.
Appreciate it, man. Shout out to Automatic.
He the producer?
Yeah, man. Shout out
Where's
Puerto
he from?
He from New York. He from like Long Island.
And you know what's funny about you even saying he from Long Island? Your Long Island arguably has some of the greatest MCs from New York. I know everybody talk about the 5 boroughs, but
yeah.
Long Island got some hell of a lineage.
I think that's where Rakim from, I think, right?
Absolutely. Yes, the fuck he is.
Okay.
Yeah. Rakim is from there.
Wow.
Yeah. Busta Rhymes, from my understanding, is from there. He went to Brooklyn, but was born in, was kind of
going back and
Long
forth.
Island.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh?
I didn't know that.
Who else? Man, we can name so many more. No. Long Island got some motherfuckers. I'm proud of you.
I was about to say. I want to say P was out that way too.
Yeah.
Yeah. P. Yeah, Prodigy.
Yeah. And God bless and we gonna talk about P. We ain't gonna talk about P. We talking about you, bro.
That's one of the best rappers, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I put him up against anybody any given day. We can go for the Pepsi challenge, as they so used to like to speak. You know what I'm saying? The Pepsi challenge, like
yes, sir.
P. Okay. Now, Truly Yours has 9 tracks, if I'm correct. Correct?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I want to say 3 of them on there. I'm like, yo, I really fuck with these. The first one, I want to say is the title track, Truly Yours.
Okay.
Who are you speaking about?
That's my grandmother.
Your grandmother? Okay.
Yeah, my grandmother Sharon. Yeah, she passed away last year. Well, now
so right when it happened, right before you recorded it.
Yeah, so like 2019 October, she passed away.
Wow.
Yeah. The funny thing about that, the project.
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
It's all good, bro. The project.
Yeah, I know.
The project was pretty much finished. And I remember hearing that beat. I had that beat for a long time before I did that song.
Because it's like kind of like a ballad.
Yeah, I was thinking of an intro. You feel me? So I'm writing all these crazy raps for it. And then when she died, I didn't have to think about no raps. It just flowed out.
Yeah, all that out the window.
Yeah.
I'm about to pour my mind, body, and soul out.
And let me tell you something. So like the funny thing is, I was on the phone with my sister. And my sister was saying how she had her last voice message, because that's who she talking to. So so I was like, yo, send that to me. Because she was going to use it for this thing for my nieces. Because that's who she referring to when she's speaking on the girls. She talking about my nieces.
Okay.
So I said, yo, send me the voicemail, and I'm going to use it for my song that I wrote about her.
That was genius. Hell, that was genius.
Appreciate that. Appreciate
No,
it.
it was. I mean, yeah, like, 'cause, I mean, regardless if you know the situation as you just explained it,
Yeah,
whether you know no better or not, and the way you spit it,
yeah.
it's beautiful.
It was heartfelt, man. That song, man, that really took a lot out of me.
I'm sure it did because the most, in my opinion, the most vulnerable any of us are ever can be and offer it and share it with people
Yeah,
at your weakest, kind of at your weakest point, shows your strength.
word. That's real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, I'm very vulnerable, but I'm willing to share this with y'all.
exactly, exactly. Because I want to be relatable. We ain't all, you know, throwing millions. You know what I'm
Talk
saying?
about it.
Driving Rarries and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing too that I don't like right now. Not I'm not throwing shots at no rappers, but like
No, you're not.
there's no there. Where's the where's where's the rapper that's on his grind at? Where's the one that's like, yo, I ain't there yet, but I'm, you know what I'm saying? Everybody rapping like they made it already.
Well,